Hello and welcome back to some World of Tanks. So I've been playing this Object 705A recently, after not really touching it for a very long time, because I want to get the field mods for it. As you can see here, I do not even have my second equipment set up for it yet. It's on Studzianki, the map with the funny music at the start. Now I just wanna let's pause it here. I'm thinking I should go down to this flank, because I could sit here in the train station and just be held down behind the little pile of rubble. But we already have some other tanks that are pretty good for that sort of job. So I'm gonna go to the other flank. And as you can notice now, there aren't that many tanks coming with me. But that's not really a big disaster, because if you have enough of a base of fire up here by the train station, you don't need that many tanks down here to hold it. I'm not gonna push the dip, at least not initially, because I'm not fast enough to get there before the enemy, and don't really have the gun depression to make that much use out of it. You can see the enemy is already in the dip. I'm just gonna get up to this this house or barn or whatever it is, and do some side scraping, because that's what this tank is good at. Let's go back to the actual player camera. And you can see the enemy is going very hard on this flank. Already took out the T100 LT. I'm gonna switch to this corner and try to side scrape off of here. Not a pen, but I tracked him. And there's that supporting fire from the other flank I was talking about. Already 1700 assist. And the E50M is almost dead. Here comes the Super Conqueror. It pulls down before I get a shot off. But I also know that the enemies right where that TVP T50 is, they're outside of the render range of the of my tanks up here, where the Kranvagn is. So I can't really get much support from them. But I do have artillery backing me up, and an E3 behind me there. Yeah, the EBR is doing EBR things. And there goes the EBR. And the Ensk is being punished for his aggression. Only 318 damage, but over 4k assistant damage. And the 121 is behind me. My ammo rack is damaged. That's not good. But I'm still here, and I'm still spotting stuff. Okay, he's out. I'm still spotting stuff, and they can't really push this against me here without getting at least proxy spotted. So that's why it's good to have someone in this position, even if you are alone on this flank. And then you just need to stay alive here. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. The object 26 what's it called? 268 version 4, whose dead Hulk is resting right next to me. He did not stay alive. He did not collect the 5k assist damage. So my repair is off cooldown, but I am loaded, so I don't really need my ammo rack just yet. Just keeping it in... yeah, there I fix it. Kind of a bad shot. This gun is kind of derpy. So I'm thinking, okay, he can be useful in death, the dead tank destroyer. There we go. And we collect some more assist. And again, the most important part here is to stay alive. And 268 version 5 is coming up behind me. And I'm not sure, is he gonna come all the way up and join me? I don't remember. It's been a couple of days. There are some other enemy tanks that were last spotted down in the dip. Like this 268 version 5 over here. He's now spotted again. Track that guy. Not quite a pen, but there we go. TVP is out. That was again my spotting, I do believe. What's the average alpha on this? 650. Okay. This is one of those tanks that on first glance it would almost appear as if it's kind of OP. It being a good sidescraper with a good turret. And now we push. E3 has taken out the E4. And there we go. Now, it's 8-4, but we are not winning on hit points. Now, is it now safe to push up to the church? I wonder. Because again, with the bad gun depression on this tank, I can't really make that much use out of this, out of the dip as a hold down location. And the E3 is out. That was sad. Am I the one collecting assistance damage on the 268 V4? I don't know. I don't think so. No. But I would need him to be dead before I push here, or I'm just gonna get farmed from the side, just as the enemy was previously. Now the enemy has a bunch of heavies dug in this position here. They're kind of hard to push. But I think if I can just stay dark behind here and wait for some of them to get spotted again, I can put my gun to use. There we go. The V4 has relocated and is out. I just wait here, and I should have waited a little bit longer because I was still lit. I got smacked by the E100. But now I should be dark again, because I can count. They have 3 heavies, they're all over here. They have 1 tank destroyer, the Jagdpanzer, he's here, and the arty is wherever. So there's no one in the K0 corner. Now, I'm on very low hit points, but my gun is in the game. Let me put that to use. I can get a little bit closer without getting into spotting range. And there it is, the Jagdpanzer is spotted. Now they know they're getting shot at from this angle, but they can't see me. And I'm not in such an obvious position that I'm in danger of being blind fired. At least I don't think so. And here I got greedy. I wanted the hit points from the AMX 50B instead of the kill on the E100. But the RT got the E100 anyway, so... Now, the Jagdpanzer is still in the same position. That's not great. That means we don't really have a good way to flank these guys, unless this VZ would push up the 0 line in the bushes, get the Jagdpanzer spotted, so the rest of us could fire. But that's not what he's planning to do, sadly. Now artillery is going to town on the enemy 705A. I think this is at the point where I asked the artillery to keep focusing him. At least I remember doing so. And he's already relocating here to get a better angle. Yes, Arty, keep hitting the 705. But sadly, Arty will reply any moment now. Only 2 shields. So he's almost out of ammo. And I do not have enough hit points left to like make any kind of move. So I just gotta wait for the AMX 50B to show up again. Hopefully he will be engaging the VZ55. The VZ goes around I don't remember where the MX-50B is gonna pop up. But the 268 is doing what I was hoping the VZ would have done previously, moving along the bushes to spot the Jagdpanzer. I use intuition to reload heat, which still doesn't have that great pen. That's one of the weaknesses of the tank. The premium shells are like not amazing. Okay, VZ takes out the 705, but we are running out of time. Kind of a bad shot there. I don't know where the AMX went, but this game ends in a draw. So, some bad shots that could have maybe saved the game. But overall, it was pretty decent result. It was an ace tanker on a draw. That's not too bad. And the damage and the spotting combined, pretty nice. Well, got one more game in this tank. So we are back in the 705A, this time on Paris. Now we are on what I would say is the bad side of the map. The other spawn has a very good location down here that we just don't have any. We don't have a similar position, I would say. Not a position that is as good as that one. But I've gotten some more field mods on this tank. I've got a second equipment loadout. Still not fully field modded though, so I'm still lacking some things. I think this was before I got the accuracy upgrade for the gun. The last game was all about, well, mostly about spotting. That's not gonna be much of an issue on this map. And also I can promise you this won't be a draw. So I'm just gonna cross over here and get into a decent side-scraping location. Again, I don't have the gun depression on this tank to make much use out of some of the other positions. Already doing some damage against the ST1. And I'm already blocking some damage, and that will be the theme of this video, or this replay. It's gonna be blocking and bouncing from both sides. I'm gonna do some I'm gonna bounce some shots myself. See, but not that one. I'm hoping for a good lower plate shot on the 263, but he didn't give me it, so I just put one into the rinoceronte instead. So how much blocking do you think I'm gonna do here? Well, I have the 460 already, and the active mission here is HD12 for the 460 campaign, because I used an order to skip it because I hate blocking missions. But it doesn't matter if I get it or not, really. But let's see if I do. So far I only blocked 490. And I would need to block 7,500. But it's racking up. Now I can't really get. I'm kind of waiting for the grille to to expose itself, but it doesn't want to, and it looks like we're losing. Looks like we're losing kind of bad. With the grille on that corner, I don't want to side scrape out too far, because that would give him an angle on me. Okay, the grille just fired. And the grille is another tank that has kind of bad premium penetration. And here my gun depression does not want to cooperate. The VZ is trying to all in. And it doesn't work out too well for him. I don't know how that bounced. I think it got like a tiny bit of elevation as I drove over some micro terrain. And there we go. Good shot into the AMX thing. When they are pushing up this ramp here, I do actually have angles on them. But now I've got issues with the 263. I got to deal with first. He doesn't have a lot of side armor, so he can't side scrape at such an angle. I think that guy hit the gun of the dead VZ. Can I even get an angle here? No, I decided it's probably a better idea to try and get some shots here. And I'm down to only 2 AP rounds left, by the way. Should probably start to carry more of those. 268 version 4 bounced me, but I bounced back. Okay, now the grille is coming down the other side, so I have to finish this this guy rather quickly, or hope that the Stridsvagn can take him. And that M4Y is doing a good job of penning me. And there we go. Actually completed the very annoying mission. Can I get one more kill? Yes, like so. Not bad. That was not an ace tanker, but it was one of the most annoying missions in the game done. Even though I didn't have to do it because I had already skipped it. And some more XP for my field mods, and yeah, good stuff. Goodbye, and take care.